We are back, baby.
We're back.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just sit like this.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a bee nest right underneath this table, and I was gonna move, but this shot is perfect, so I'm not gonna move. And I'm just gonna trust that nature is not gonna fuck with me today,
Yeah, we just gonna be
and
cautious.
nature's not gonna fuck with my babe either.
Mm-mm.
So last week, we talked about Kevin Gates and Drika. Um,
Yeah.
it's a hot topic on the internet, and I learned a whole lot. Like the comments I'm getting on TikTok is crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't never got that many comments or views on a fucking TikTok video. They really going in
It's
on
a
this.
lot. I'm TikTok.
So this is the funny thing I notice about when you chime in on celebrity news and shit. Everybody thinks that the person that's going viral for talking about the celebs or the one that's chiming in, everybody thinks you're emotionally invested.
Mm.
And everybody thinks that you're the expert on the person's life. Like motherfuckers telling me shit like,
You
what, you
know.
Drika's friend or
Right.
somebody?
Right.
You
Right.
know Drika? What you speaking on their life for?
I know. I've seen that a lot.
Nigga, it's like I'm saying what I heard based on the information I seen.
Right.
This is how like rumors and lies and all these different narratives get created online because everybody's talking about something that they really ain't got nothing to do with.
Right.
But this is the thing everybody want to talk about.
Exactly.
So I've always been in a position where I don't really like talking about celebs and pop news and shit that everybody's talking about. But in order to connect with people, it's like you kind of have to find your way to get into the mix.
Mm-hmm.
So because I want to talk to people, it's like I kind of have to find ways to chime in and just give a message about the people, or not even the people, but just the topic. Because Kevin and Drake ain't the only two people in a relationship.
No.
So the stuff they dealing with, a lot of people could be going through that.
Exactly.
Like I didn't know Drika already filed for a divorce.
Right.
I was in the video saying they best friends. There's people in the comments talking about they not best friends. I'm like, how you know?
The way they behave with each other is not best friend.
Yep.
Right.
But
Like.
then it's like we only see what we see. So really, you could have that same stance on a lot of this shit that we chime in on, but all this stuff is just for conversation purposes.
Yeah.
I just want to make that clear for the people that be watching. I really don't give two fucks about none of this celebrity news. I ain't never been that type, but some stuff I do be having an opinion and whatever.
And that's all it is, right? It's just chiming in, and there was a whole lot of people who had opinions,
Yeah.
and that's it. And then we move on. you know. So, yeah.
One of the interesting things was all the Virgos showed up.
Oh my gosh, so many.
Cause I didn't know Drika was a Virgo.
Okay.
So I want to chime in on this shit because you Zodiac warriors, y'all extra as hell, and y'all y'all extra as fuck. And I respect the Zodiac more than I respect religion because Zodiac is driven off the universe and the stars and stuff. So
Yeah.
I
Planets and all.
it's driven, the knowledge of the Zodiac is driven off of stuff we can see, and it's driven off the elements.
Mm-hmm.
So I respect the elements: water, fire, air, earth.
Right.
But yeah, when people start jumping to conclusions just because somebody's a Zodiac sign, I don't ever completely co-sign that. And I don't give a damn how many examples of it being correct. It was a whole bunch of Virgos saying the same shit,
Yep.
talking about, well, she's unbothered because she's a Virgo, and Virgos really be unbothered.
They all agreed.
My response was, I'm pretty sure there's some Virgos out here that be extra bothered. I find it very hard to believe every Virgo in the world act the same. You got me fucked up.
It's never that. Also, I mean, as far as you should know about zodiac, it's never exact. Nothing is ever 100%. It's just something that you just see with a lot of them. Just like Capricorns, they all act the same to me, like my daughter. So it don't mean that they're exactly the same because we all humans and we're all individuals. But there's some truth to it somehow, somewhere. Some traits you can see that you're seeing all the same people that have the same sign. You're like, okay, y'all have this type of similar trait. So
Yeah.
that's all I get from it. I mean, I don't really be deep in it either. I just like notice things. I'm like, yeah, I know about 5 of them that acts all like this, and that's about it.
It's just like, I just noticed the people that are really into the Zodiac,
Oh,
they
yeah.
say everything like it's concrete.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Every Virgo is this.
Right.
Oh, that's a Virgo? Well, that makes sense because
Right.
all Virgos just don't do.
Right, right.
Virgos, we just.
We
And
don't
then this
care.
another thing. I'm trying to think of the thing they were saying. So they was like, Yeah, Virgos, we be so unbothered and like once we done, we done. Man, that could be any
That's
fucking
anybody,
body.
because I'm like that.
You a fucking Leo.
Right.
I'm a
And I'm
Libra. I'm the
very
same
much,
way. You
right.
fucking
So
once I
yeah.
see how you act, I can detach just like that. Like what the fuck? Why they
Yeah.
saying just cause it's Virgo? It was
Right.
like Virgo Nation in the comment section. I'm like, what the fuck? Is we talking about Kevin? It's funny how you could be talking about one thing, but the way people interpret and how they process stuff, they can make the conversation completely different. We talking about Kevin and Drika and their situation, and then in the comments, this turns into a whole astrology
Right.
conversation.
Well, because they're talking about Drika. So because they're talking about Drika, now it's Virgo Nation because Drika is a Virgo.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So then it be the people saying that, oh, do I know her personally? But then the people that know the zodiac, you can't tell them they don't know everybody before they meet them.
Right.
They be like, what's your sign? Oh, you a Libra? Oh,
That's how you act.
oh
Right.
yeah,
That's
I already know your type. You already done ruled out a person's behavior or character. You done ruled out a friend, a partner just because of their damn zodiac. And that's the
Yep.
shit I don't like.
Yeah.
Like you niggas be, come on, y'all be too
Yeah, I'm
extra with
never
this
that
zodiac
extreme.
shit.
Yeah, some people are just extreme with it.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, that shit was funny when I seen the Virgo comments. And then I seen a comment where a dude told me that I was celebrity worshipping because I said at one point I looked at Kevin and Drika as
Oh
a
yeah, I think I've
model
seen that.
of like a good relationship.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody worshiping a celebrity. But if you looking at somebody and how they move, you might admire what you see. And
Right.
you might think, okay, if I'm just looking at a couple, they're both outside together. I know for a fact Drika manages Kevin.
Right.
And they building together. That to me is like enough information for me to say, you know what, that's dope. And knowing that she rocked with him and helped him get where he is, in general, you would want a woman to do that for you as a man.
Right.
And it's hard to find women like that.
Yes.
So, that's all I was saying.
Right.
That's all I was fucking saying.
Shit. People see what they see and they're like, hold on now. Worshipping them? Like you want to be like them?
I think people just be mad at anybody that's getting views. And if they're getting views off of some type of celebrity topic or pop news topic, it's just gonna be certain people just immediately want to like attack the person, like whatever.
They tuned in. That's my thing. I'm like, well, you were interested because you tuned into it.
Yeah.
So obviously, there was some interest there.
Right.
Because if you really didn't care, you'd just
exactly
on past.
You so acting like you above the shit.
I would never speak if I was so like unbothered by that shit, and I don't give a crap about these people because I'm so like a person that don't care about things like that.
Right.
Scroll.
Then why are they even exactly? Why are you in the comment section?
Like you took time out
That's
of your
how you
day.
know it's cap.
Right. Just want to say something.
Want to act like they so much better than the people they judging, but you in the comment section judging. What the fuck are you doing?
Let's all be here together.
What the fuck are you doing? Right, we're in this together.
Exactly. Like it's okay, baby.
Yeah.
You can show the interest.
This shit is insane.
Like you're not a peasant.
Motherfuckers be weird.
They're gonna act up. Hey, but at least add on to the views. What's that? You know what I mean? Like negative, positive, whatever. Thank you for tuning in.
And I want to segue into I've always had this mentality where I say I don't care about views, I don't care about fame, I don't care about all that shit. But there is a part of me, when you're getting attention, it does feel good. When you're getting numbers, and with anything you're building in this world, you do need attention. So I'm gonna stop lying and saying I don't care about views. No, I do care about views. I want people looking at my shit. Why else would I create it and put it out? And it ain't nothing wrong with wanting people to look at you. And whatever your motive is, it's your motive. If you just want to be famous, cool, whatever.
Right.
If that's all you really want from it. But for me, I just be wanting people to connect with me. So whenever I go viral, I make it a point to really connect with individuals and send friend requests. But nowadays it's just following. So I'll follow people and send messages because I'm not really here just to be seen. I want people to hear my messages, get something from it, whatever it is. And then from there, it's not just about talking about shit. I really want to connect, So
I get it. I understand that. All right. So we talked about. I don't know if there was another thing you was going to talk about besides them, but
it's a few topics on the internet floating around. I can like quickly touch on them before you start asking me questions,
Okay.
general questions.
All right.
Shannon Sharp, Club Shay, Uncle
Word.
Shay. I just want to say, I don't give a damn who Uncle Shay is deciding to put his penis in. That's his motherfucking sex life. I think people be overly invested in people and who they talking to and who they dealing with and how old the person is. Nigga, shut up. And then I find it funny that people have these conversations about age gaps and shit
Right.
when
You say you find it
it's
funny.
I think it's funny like people abide by the law and they live by the law only in certain things. Like they'll like because some people be like, well, he's not dealing with nobody that's underage, like it's legal. But then they be like, I don't want to hear that legal shit because she's still like real young. So it's like they make exceptions for certain shit. Like the law is only good enough in certain situations.
Right.
But then in other situations, it ain't about the law. It's just like, well, that's still morally wrong.
Yeah, I don't ever put the law in it. If I'm gonna say something, I usually straight up talk about intelligence, maturity, and not being grown and knowing what you're doing at a certain age. Fuck the law.
Okay. At what age do you think you? Because I don't get what people be saying when they say you don't know what you're doing.
I mean, we all been kids, right? We've all been teenagers, and we don't have any experience with
Okay, let's say, hold up,
nothing.
before you go in,
Yes.
18 or 19, because I think the
24,
girl Shannon Sharp was dealing with was like,
23, 24.
oh, I thought she was 20 or 19.
No, as far as I know. I
That's what
don't
I
know.
seen.
Well,
It
who
might be
knows? I don't
motherfuckers
know.
creating rumors and shit.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she was 19. Ah, shit.
But
Mine
okay,
is
well, let's say,
18.
look, 18 or up. 18 and up. 18 is a legal adult, right?
Yeah.
So do you think an 18-year-old
Talking to a
is,
40-year-old,
do
a
you think
thirty-year-old.
wait. Do you think an 18-year-old is mature enough to make a decision to have sex?
They're mature enough to have sex. Yes.
Okay, because I lost my virginity at 19.
Yeah, I was 18.
Right.
So,
So these are very young ages
yeah.
to, if
Yeah.
you look at it on the scale that they looking at it like, oh, you just 18, 19.
Yeah, you're mature enough to
Okay,
have sex.
so
Yeah. Nobody can tell
this is
you.
the thing out. This is the conversation I want to raise.
Hmm.
If
Well,
you have consensual sex as an 18-year-old with another 18-year-old.
so I'm gonna go back. Mature is kind of strong word. I don't know if I'm mature enough because I damn sure was not mature at 18. I just was 18, meaning I was legal age,
Uh-huh.
and I had sex, right?
Okay.
And but in the societal thing, the government say I'm legal, meaning nobody's gonna get in trouble
Uh-huh.
because they sex me, and I'm not gonna get in trouble because I had sex.
Uh-huh.
And I don't have my parents signing papers for me to go to the doctors or whatever.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Now, does it mean that I'm intelligent, I'm mature, and I'm such a responsible human being? No, it don't mean that. It means I'm still 18, I'm a kid, and I just got out of high school recently,
Uh-huh.
and I'm still here, not living my own life. Like I haven't did anything for myself. I'm still like learning how to move through life.
Uh-huh.
So no, not mature enough, but it's legal.
Well, okay, you
So
said,
with that point, it's only
wait,
legal.
so you saying at the age you lost your virginity, you weren't mature enough to have sex?
No, I wasn't mature.
What
It
does that
was
mean?
dumb.
What does that mean to be mature enough to have sex?
To be mature enough is knowing that number one, you don't need to do that because what was the point of me doing that? It was really just peer pressure. That's not mature. Because everybody else had lost their virginity way earlier than me at that time, 15, 16. Like everybody around me was not a virgin. I was the only one. So that's all I thought about was I want. Like, there was no
Yeah, so that
good reason for me to do it.
okay,
Like I
so
just want to do
you
it.
wanted
Yeah, I just wanted to do it.
you wanted to do it.
That's it. I just
And
wanted to try it.
you wanted to try it.
Yeah. So there
So
was
what else?
nothing mature about it. It
Okay,
was just
wait.
wanting to do something.
Do you have to be mature though? Is that a requirement to make a decision or to because you're not gonna be mature until you go through experience.
Exactly.
So young people want to have sex. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah, I mean,
teenagers are horny.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what puberty is. You hit
Exactly.
puberty and you start getting these hormones.
Yeah.
Girls start getting their period.
Right.
Men, the teenage boys start producing sperm. It's totally normal for young people to want sex.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So that would tell me biologically it is completely normal for a young person to want to have sex.
I mean, sex is just sex. That's all we're gonna talk about next.
Let's talk about, is it wrong for a young person, a teenage person, to want to have sex with a older person, somebody that's not their age. Because the whole thing with Shannon Sharp, it was consensual.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of examples of
Yeah, it was an exchange.
there's young girls and young boys that
Yeah.
are not above 20 something. They're not like in their mid 20s. They're
Right.
fresh out of their
18,
teens or
19.
early 20s, like all
Right.
that early late teen, early
Yep.
20s. They desire older people.
Yep.
A lot of them desire older people.
Again, I'm 40 now, but I've been there. So yes, so we have been.
Mhm.
So young women like me, yes, I've been there too when I wanted older men. So we're gonna talk about, because I feel like a lot of people miss that. When they talk and they're talking to women, these men forget that we've been 17, 18, 19. They forget that we've already been there. So we know what goes through our mind. We know what goes through a mind of a young girl when she gets attention from grown men. That's like the same across the board. The grown man wants the young chick because she's young and, you know, we vibrant
And
we
that's
cute.
normal, right? Is that normal?
Or is that
in
wrong?
This
world it's normal.
Is it wrong though? Is it wrong?
Yeah, it's wrong when you know that she's 18 and you are grown as hell, and you know then when she has no experience whatsoever with nothing. And usually these men, because I'm gonna tell you how they come to me. They know you're young. They know you green or you're innocent and you're naive. So that's what they prey on.
Now that's when it's wrong. If you're
it's always that.
And I think that's probably the only way you can legitimately approach a young girl,
course.
when you're like of a certain age.
Yes, because
when I'm talking to a young girl, even if she's in her 20s, if I can tell your brain ain't all the way developed, that shit's a turn off for me.
Right? They don't care. They love it. They actually love it. So it's the opposite.
So
when they love it because look at her.
Easy to manipulate.
Shit. Yes, they love it. They want to build you up. They want to show you off. Like, look, nigga, look what I got.
I got that fresh.
They always come to with, I'm gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
And especially if you're on your own at that age, because I was on at 17. When you're on your own at that age, it's easy for them to do that because you're like, I need. So yeah, so that it becomes an exchange. So yeah, the young girl, we in with you because, oh my God, he's so. I mean, you might look good for your age. You know, you might look good. So it's like kind of exciting because now I want all my homegirl to see me. But again, that's nothing smart. It's just surface.
But look, it is normal to be attracted to a younger, fresher body frame. Like you're not older.
It's normal to be attracted.
And look, girls get married at 18. My mom got married at 18.
Yes, my parents too, back in those days. Yes,
so that's completely normal.
And they were more mature back then. Now.
Okay, so look, would it be okay? Let's say the older man is approaching the younger 18, 19, 20-year-old girl, and he has plans of making that girl or that woman, because she's not a girl, she's still a fucking woman. He has plans of making her his wife. Like he's approaching from that space. Yep. Is that wrong?
They've been there too.
Is that wrong?
Yes, because that's they want to build you. I want you to be like, they're really there to groom you to become what they want you to be for them. That's literally, it's like a lockdown. I'm gonna get you.
Okay, wait.
I'm gonna get you pregnant. I'm gonna lock you down.
Wait a minute.
And I'm gonna make you my wife.
Wait a minute. Because ain't that the normal age that usually, you know, like the arranged marriages? Don't they give the girls away when they're young? Yeah, they force like you don't let the girls get old.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they don't let them do nothing. They make their decisions for them, that they're ready or not. They make them. And they'd be like young. They'd be 15, 16.
Okay.
With these 40, 50, 60-year-old
so is that wrong?
men. Yes, it is wrong. It is very wrong. Live your life. Why are you making somebody stuck with this old ass dude that's gonna literally rape you because you don't want to do that?
Wait.
When those arranged marriages, it's not I want to be with him. You have to. You literally, I met a girl from Pakistan. That's what happened to her. Mm-hmm. Have to. It's not like I want to do this. It's I have to because that's the way it is. He comes to pay for me. He gave my family all of this to have me as his wife. Mm-hmm. And now I have to become his wife, take care. And they've groomed it to do that, to be that. So it's kind of like I already know it's going to happen. I don't want to.
Yeah, because they're putting it, it's a cultural thing.
Yeah, they don't have a choice.
It's a cultural thing.
Exactly. Sad. It's very sad. So a lot of them be trying to get out of that. You don't see their own people from that country have a lot of like groups where they're trying to go against that too in their own country because then they're against it because they think it's wrong. So yeah, it's wrong. The development is development. We are human beings. The way you develop is real.
Okay,
So
so would you rather a young girl go through an arranged marriage and get with a man that's picked by the family, and the family is gonna pick based on the
money,
preservation of the family,
yeah.
making sure that the girl's in a stable situation, which is good. That's a good way to think. Would you rather a girl get into that at a young age, or would you rather a girl make her own free decisions, be out here fucking the dude that she think is attractive and
Well,
getting
she ain't got to
pregnant,
fuck. If she was
not getting
smart
married,
enough,
now she a baby mom, now she got all these bodies and shit.
that's if that's
Which
what she's
one?
doing. I
Which
want
one is
people
the better
always make
option?
your own choice. Always make your own choice. That's how I feel. If you're smart enough, and because there's a lot of people that are 40-year-old virgins, so they made the right choice, even though they were young and went through all the temptation. They said no.
Mm.
So it's based on people. However you grew up, however your brain works, is what you're gonna do. But let people do what they're gonna do. It is
I
what it
think
is. So
I don't think either side is wrong. I think there's pros and cons, major pros and cons to both sides. But I actually think the cons to letting a young girl make her own free sexual decisions is actually, it holds more weight. It's worse than arranging something for her to be in. If you're just looking at it from a logical standpoint, the arranged marriage actually protects her from
mm.
picking a lot of like unhealthy dudes, getting in these baby mom situations, being single moms. Like it
I mean,
protects
it's
that.
still not a good life. He's still fucking other people. So
Wait,
it's
how you know?
because that's what usually you don't hear stories about these people, these women.
I don't be looking at the
Yes.
arranged marriage.
So yeah, shit happens. They get beat up, they get abused. Like it's a lot of things that happen. That's why
Mm,
these people in these countries be trying to form like their own groups of people against it because it's not always right. They
yeah,
don't treat them well.
yeah.
Now there's probably like some instances when thank God you find like the right man that has the right mind and like, hey, I'm gonna take care of you, like you're my woman. And then some of them they just be there to like it's like a slave almost.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like you there for me, clean up, make my food, do this, do that, give me sex, give me them babies. That's your role. That's it.
Yeah.
And they've been doing that since like they're kids. So it sucks. It's like it's not right. So no, I don't see
Okay, okay. So
nothing.
I agree. I agree that
Oh,
I don't think arranged marriages are the
it's
way to go
forced.
because I do think everybody should have the free will to decide what they want to do in their life.
People just got to educate as far as the sex because we only talk about sex right now. Sex is just one part of what you do
Hmm.
as a human being. And yes, we have wants. I think as far as the sex, you what could you do to control it to make people understand? Hey, don't be so promiscuous. Don't be so loose with your coochie. Like there's nothing. I think they've tried so many things. Having the sex education at school, your parents talking like it don't matter.
The
You
bottom
know what I
line,
mean?
having
People gonna do what
sex
they
is
gonna
not
do.
wrong. It's literally
Well,
a
it's
natural
being
thing.
it's being immature with it.
Sex is
It's
going to
slinging it
happen.
everywhere. It's the point is doing it and just not care. That's why I say it's not mature. You're not mature when you do it. You just do it because you want to feel good. That's
Right.
it.
And
You
I
ain't
think,
thinking
do
about it
you think
deeply.
that's important?
Or
Like, don't you think every young person has to explore their sexuality and have like sexual experiences, not for the sake of doing something that's mature, but just because you want to experience
I
sex?
don't
You
know
want to
about
like,
have to. Ain't nobody gotta have to do nothing. Like you can choose not to do it.
but
So
everybody explores sex, even if
everybody
it ain't you
does.
just like out here being a hoe and just
Right.
hopping
Right.
pussy to pussy, dick to dick. Some people like me, I was just in young relationships,
Yeah.
and my sexual experiences came through being in relationships with
Right.
girls.
Yes.
From the time I was 18,
Right.
then it was early 20s, mid 20s. Throughout all those young years, I had a girlfriend, and I would
Okay.
have sex, and that's
Right.
how I got my sexual experiences.
Right.
And in those relationships, of course, it wasn't mature because you're still learning yourself as a young
Exactly.
person. So I'm not about to say that you can't have sex until you got your whole life figured out, because
We don't.
these early intimate relationships are teachers.
Right. You gotta be
It's going to
smart.
teach you, it's going to give you life experience, it's going to teach you what you want out of a partner. It's going
Yes,
to teach
of
you what you
course.
want in sex. Like you're learning your body, you're
Yep.
learning, like that's a part of life.
It is. It
And
is.
young people naturally do that.
It is. Until they're 15 and they did it and now they got a baby, but they can't take care of it because they're 15. Now the parent got to take care of that child.
Hey,
So, that's the things that come with doing
and
what you want to
you know
do
what?
because you want to experiment.
You know what that exposes? This exposes, it all goes back to our communities being ass and a whole lot of trash. Because if we look in biologically, when you're 15, 16, it was a whole show on MTV called 16 and Pregnant, Teen Mom.
I watched
And
it.
these girls, they're looked at like the scum of the fucking earth. How could you get pregnant at that age? Biologically, she's ready to get pregnant. That's why she got pregnant. She didn't do nothing wrong. But then it exposes, when the girl gets pregnant at that age, it exposes how capitalism, it really has fucked up our communities, because a baby is not just supposed to be the responsibility of the mom and dad. It's supposed to be a village. It's supposed to be a community effort. And
When
our
they're ready
communities
for
are
it.
ass.
When they're ready. So those type of pregnancies are sudden because that's a child going to school. You think they're good, they're just going to school, and boom, there's a baby. Were you prepared for that baby? No.
Okay, wait. Hold there.
So,
Nobody's prepared. I don't give a damn. I had my fucking first baby when I was 30 and we weren't ready. We needed a village.
right.
I was 30,
was
she
older,
was
though.
above 30.
Nobody else was taking care of y'all.
Say it again?
Nobody was taking care of you guys. You just had to do it on your own because he was grown. I'm talking about young kids having sex and not being able to do
Yeah,
shit.
it's different. It
right.
is different.
They can't do nothing.
It's definitely a different dynamic when a
So
teen,
based on
when a
their
teenager has a
actions,
baby,
right. So based on their
and
actions,
an
like
early adult has a
right.
has a baby. But the common denominator is, even if you out here paying your own bills and doing shit, you're still gonna need
Of
the
course.
help of a village. And that's the thing that we make people feel bad about, is needing the help of the village, because we got the mentality, oh, that's your baby, you need to take care of your baby, that's yours, that ain't nobody else's responsibility. What kind of fucking,
kind of
that's
true.
no, that's not, because
It
I
is
talked
your
to I
baby.
talked to a dude from Africa.
Mhm.
I was at this spot, what was that spot? The Blue Lagoon spot.
Yeah.
I was talking to a dude. He's from Africa, and we got into a conversation about, I don't know how we got on that topic about babies and family.
Right.
He said, back where I'm from, you have a baby, the community takes care of the baby. It don't stop nothing. When you the parent, you can still live your life because the village steps up. That's normal for them in his tribe in Africa.
Yeah.
That's who
And
we
some
supposed to
families
be.
are like that.
That's
Families
who
are
we're
like
supposed to be, though.
Because if I was in Canada, my family would be like that. I'm here, obviously, we all spread away. But a lot of families do that within the families.
Man, you said a lot. Like, nah, where? Ain't
Well,
no,
families.
ain't
like
no a lot
good
of families
family,
doing
a big
that.
family. If you have a kid, everybody, yeah. You never
I
hear
don't see the examples.
the girl taking them to the grandma's house, to the grandparents' house.
Yeah,
They
but
have all that. So
yeah,
that's the
it
family taking
happens.
care of it.
It
right.
happens, but
But it's only in different families. Some families don't do that. Some families do.
majority of them
That's it.
don't. Majority of families
Yeah.
is ass, and
That's
they
true.
put all the weight on
'Cause that's
the parents,
what you did.
and
right.
because that's what they did, they be like, well,
Right.
we raised our kids, we
Right.
didn't need no, so you got to raise your kids. That's the wrong
Yeah.
mentality.
I mean, I get it in some
It's
ways.
separating our families
I
thinking
can
like that.
help, I will help, but I'm not after I'm raising kids, I'm not sitting there literally starting over at, I don't know, whatever age my kids have kids. At 60 years old, I'm trying to like chill because I've done it all. Now you got a baby and I got to take care. I will help you now. I'm gonna always help my kids. I'm gonna help you with your child at any given moment if I can, and then when I'm available. And if you're in a bind, I'm definitely helping you. But besides, I'm not raising your child because I raised you. I raised you. So I need you to learn how to be a parent too. You need to be on your own two legs and figure it out too. Because if I'm always taking care of you, then what are you learning? So you have to learn on your own so you can. So when I'm gone, you know how to live your life. What if I'm gone in the midst of you having that child? Then what? You know what I mean? So you need to learn how to take care of your child. But I'm gonna always be there to help you though. I'm never gonna say no.
Yeah.
Unless I'm not available, I'm whatever it is. So
I just think
I think support is support, not raising though.
It's a lot of layers to this.
I mean,
it's a very deep conversation when we talk about young pregnancies. Because we've kind of shifted away. We've shifted away from the age gap thing because I kind of want to get back on that just a little bit, just to wrap that topic up. I think, because you said everybody's got to live their own life, right? So if an 18, 19-year-old girl falls in love with a 30-something-year-old man, mid-30s, and that's what she really wants to do with her life,
she's going to have to deal with it then.
So how is that wrong?
So be it.
If she wants to do that,
she's going to find out.
Whoever that girl was, I ain't do no research, but she was real young and she wanted to fuck with Shannon Sharp. So what the fuck is the big deal? It was consensual. Nobody was raped. These women be coming out here and trying to get a bag, trying to fucking sue niggas.
Rape? Yeah, she claimed rape. And but it was an exchange. I think it was like a money thing, obviously, because why would she?
And like, come on, like she wanted it.
Cooch. She wanted the money, exchange.
And I
Here
don't
we
like
go.
the narrative where we paint an older man as a fucking pedophile or a fucking creep because he's dealing with a younger girl and
I mean, there's a lot of that. So I mean,
like
the
if
reality
that's
is reality.
so
And
look if
again,
it's
we were young too, so too many creeps have crossed my path. For me, again, people got to remember, all us women talking, we're talking from experience. We've been the prey, the one that's been preyed on.
mm-hmm,
So we know exactly what it is with these grown ass men.
mm-hmm.
It's always that. If you know you can do that to us because we young and we inexperienced, that young nigga can't do shit for you. I got like there's so many words that came out of their mouths, like so many things to prey on you.
Hey, so look, that's funny. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tie this back into what we were saying with the arranged marriages.
Yes.
How ironic that okay, it's looked at as a wrong thing if the family arranges a marriage for a young girl in the family and match her up with a more mature man that's gonna take care of her. That's looked at as wrong.
It's
The
forced.
better okay, so the better option would be the young girl ends up picking up she ends up picking a mature man anyway. It's girls that do that willingly,
Yeah.
and then it ends up being the same situation. An older dude
Yeah.
that's probably
So let her
manipulating
pick.
and
Let
abusing her.
her pick then.
So it's better when she picks for
Then
herself.
she make your own decision. And
Yeah.
then whatever happens, you made that decision because you just made that decision. Now, her being young is the problem, not development. The development is the problem of not knowing what you like. You're just doing shit. He knows better, but he don't care either because I'm getting that. I don't care what she don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I know what's going on, and I know she don't know what's really happening.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna say nothing because please come over here. I'll take care of you. What's up? And that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when you don't know, you just do shit because you don't know. You don't listen to nobody. I didn't listen to people. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't date a man with kids. Don't go with this grown ass man. Don't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't think because you want what you want because it looks good.
Hey, yo,
It's
right
gold.
there. Let me chime right there.
Uh-huh.
This whole conversation is about preferences and wants. That's what
Yep.
this whole thing is about. Now we're villainizing an older man or a mature man for having a preference for younger women. We're saying that's wrong for him to prefer that. How is that any different than gay people preferring to be with the same sex? Or any type of preference that you have sexually, or the people that you prefer to mate with, they have to look a certain way. It's very visual. It ain't nothing deep about it. It's what you're attracted to. So some people are just attracted to a younger person. If you look at it that way, what is wrong about that? Just there. I'm not talking about the manipulating part of it. I'm not talking about preying on a motherfucker with ill intent. Let's just break it down on a attraction level.
They can be cool.
Like, don't younger women look better than older women? If you're just looking at a body,
Yeah.
like,
Some of
don't you
them.
prefer your younger frame versus your current frame?
Yeah.
Exactly. So if we just talking on a visual level, it's the shit that people don't really be talking about. They always want to make it into this weird conversation about predatory behavior, but if you just break it down on a very simple level, this shit is about preference.
Right.
And it's
Yeah,
very
it's
clear
lustful.
that it's a bunch of women that do things to their bodies and they're trying to maintain a youthful body. That's the goal.
Or they work out.
They
and
want a
just look
youthful
good.
body. The youthful body is the most attractive.
Yeah.
So on that level, how is it hard to understand that a 30-plus-year-old man would want something that's fresh, something that's youthful? On that level, I mean, shit, it is what it is. That ain't never gonna go away. But motherfuckers be saying shit is wrong when it's just natural. This shit is just natural. It's never going away.
I mean, it's fine. He can just use the body as he please. And as soon as she don't have that body no more, then what? So that's the point.
Now, the other part of the
So
conversation is past the body part. We got to
right.
talk about this whole dynamic between a husband and a wife and what men want from a woman. They usually want a woman that's, you know, submissive and all that
Yeah.
good stuff, like somebody that
Yeah,
listens.
they're gonna run her. So that's what they usually want.
Yeah, they want like a younger girl
Yeah,
because
'cause
she's
it's
gonna be
easier.
easier to
Yeah, she
guide.
don't know nothing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she's gonna
It's
be
the
easier to. It's
innocence
gonna
of
be
it all.
less combative shit
Yeah,
going on.
because she hasn't been through nothing. So yeah, it's
So on
the
that
thing.
level, you can understand that too. If you're a type of man that want a woman to just, you know, trust you and do what you tell her to do, and you don't have to deal with too much kickback. It is, I mean, it's common sense to look at it and say, okay, a younger woman would provide that to you more than an older woman.
And that's the lack in men too. It's like you can't be with somebody else that's your age or around your age group because why? Because it's too hard. It's too much work. It's too hard for you. So that's not a man either. So you just want the easy way out.
Mm,
I just want the easy one.
mm.
Please be easy. So that's what they look for usually. Easy.
Well, I think relationships should be easy. I think it should be easy.
It's not why they do
It
it, but
should be
yeah.
because our relationship is easy.
Yeah, they could find that. But they don't. They're not going to try. They want the young, like they automatically want the younger because it's easy. You
Yeah,
want
they
a
want
young
it.
chick because it's going to be. I don't have to think about it. I ain't got to try and see. And it's not always easy because some of these young girls ain't playing
Yeah, yeah.
because she gonna run your
And
pockets.
she's gonna get
So
older eventually. She's not gonna be
yeah,
naive forever.
of course not. She's gonna be around other women and
Yeah.
and then they're gonna be playing with you. Then you're gonna be mad because now she's playing you, and it's just a cycle of the disappointments all over again. So that's why I usually say people are gonna do what they're gonna do. That's why I don't like whatever people are saying. I don't talk about this Shannon Sharp. I have no thoughts about it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Mhm.
So just to say that.
I
So
don't
that's why
either,
I
man.
didn't,
That
you
shit,
know.
I'm not emotionally
Oh,
invested
I
in
know
that
what you mean,
shit.
but I'm saying like I didn't have anything particular to say. I was actually annoyed
Yeah.
with the girl.
What?
Like when I heard the thing, like it sounded like she was like provoking.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also dumb. Like, hello. But anyway, you know what I mean? It's like, why would you?
Yeah.
You didn't think about what would happen. But that's how people play. You play the game.
It's like he want what he want.
Yeah,
That's what
he
he
wanted.
wanted.
And now this is the result
This
of
is
it.
what
So
you
you
get
just
from
gotta
that. You wanted that. This is what come with that.
just gotta deal with it. So that's how I feel about it. It's like, hey, that's why when you were like, so is it okay for a young girl to go with it? Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Please do it and then figure it out.
Yeah.
You're gonna find out. So yeah, at that age when it's legal and your parents have washed their hands off of you, it's all the way wash my hands off of you, baby. Because you didn't want to listen anyway. Now you pregnant with 2 babies from this grown ass man.
Hey,
I told you not to talk to
what
him.
young person is really gonna listen?
Of course not. Well, some do.
What young person is
If
gonna
you're
take heed
mature.
to all the advice that older people?
Well,
Who?
they don't. They won't.
No young person is gonna do
But
that.
that's why you gotta take it then.
Exactly.
Then take what you did. Don't come
Exactly.
crying.
Exactly.
That's how you learn. But
Yeah.
that's how I feel. Whatever mistakes I made, I couldn't run and cry back.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was like, hey, that's my bad. I did this. Oh well.
Yeah.
Next. So nobody owed me nothing. Nobody had to help me. Nobody had to do nothing because I did it and I didn't listen.
And I just want to say,
And that's it.
to wrap this topic up,
Yeah.
I don't agree with people automatically labeling the young person as a victim. We got to stop labeling young people
they're not
victims
always a
just
victim.
because they
Yeah.
are consensually dealing with older people.
Yeah.
Because they are deciding to do that.
That's true.
I don't give a damn if you say their brain ain't developed all the way. If it's about free will decisions and people doing and living their life, that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Young people are gonna make decisions and have to fall and learn from shit. They're not a victim as long as they ain't getting raped. They're not being forced into something and they being abused and shit. If it's a consensual thing, I don't see what's wrong with that.
Right.
I don't see what is no. All these conversations about, oh, even if she's 18 or 19, she still did. Okay.
Right.
I would just pose the question to the people that feel like that. What decisions were you making when you were 18 and 19 and 20 and in these early ages? I'm pretty sure all of us have made decisions during those ages that we probably wouldn't make now.
Right.
And nobody forced you to do that. You weren't abused. You were not a victim in your life. You made decisions as a young person and had to learn.
Yeah.
We gotta stop villainizing the older person because they prefer somebody younger. And the young now, to wrap it up, I do know a lot of those guys are approaching from a predatory standpoint, and I do not agree with that. And a lot of men in general, it don't even matter what age the woman is. Men are just very predatory with women, and that's the problem. It's too much hunting pussy, trying to get a girl that you can control. Like the energy behind how we connect with women is wrong, no matter what the age is, and that's fucked up.
Yeah,
it's women of all ages getting abused and raped and beaten and all type of shit by men.
That's true.
And I'm not with that.
Gotta stand up real quick.
So
But
yeah.
That is true.
All
right. So
there's one more hot topic, but I don't know
there?
if I want to. I don't know if I want to.
Which hot topic?
The Kanye shit. I do want to touch on it because I don't want to talk about it later.
Okay.
Everybody's mad, and this is gonna be real quick. Everybody's mad at Ye because he went online and admitted to giving fellatio, oral sex,
right,
to his cousin from the age of 6 to 14. I think Kanye said he was 6. So yeah, he found the tapes of his mom. His mom had gay porn tapes, and he acted out what he saw on the tapes on his cousin. Right. He admitted it publicly, and motherfuckers thought that was too much, and he shouldn't have admitted that. I don't think it was too much for him to say. That's his story to share. I also learned that he talked to his cousin before he posted it. So he talked to the person that was involved in it. He couldn't talk to his mom because his mom is dead. Right. So the fact that he talked to his cousin before he shared it, I think that's dope.
Okay. Well, what was the talk about?
He probably just, I don't know. He probably just told his cousin, "Hey, I really want to speak about, that experience we had when we was younger and da 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 da." Okay. So I don't know how that conversation went, but he said he brought it to his cousin's attention. Okay. That's dope.
That he was going to tell the world?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he shared it with the world, and that's it. That's Kanye's trauma. That's something he went through as a child. And honestly, he was even saying, when you're young and you're doing stuff like that, you don't even think it's trauma. You're just doing stuff. You're doing what you saw.
Until you go through the trauma throughout life, right?
Until you learn that this is something you're not supposed to be doing, or that it's wrong for you to be doing it. But in the moment, it's like, what the fuck? Oh wait, I can be looked at a certain way because I put a man's penis in my mouth. Oh, I didn't know that was wrong, or I didn't know I would be judged for being a gay dude, or he didn't even know that was gay. He just was doing something.
Obviously, he knew, because if he didn't know, everybody would have known then when he was doing it. So obviously, when you're hiding something that you're doing, you know you're doing something wrong. So he was aware that it was wrong.
At 6?
6 to 14.
At 6, he knew it was wrong?
He had to know that it was wrong because he was doing it in hiding. If you're hiding, you know it's wrong. Because if you sneaking and you find some shit that's hidden from you, then you know it's weird because that's not what you see outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, he definitely was hiding. That's why he said it now, because I was hiding this shit for so long, and now I'm gonna let everybody know. Like I said, I don't have any qualms about what he did. Shit happens. I'm sure in a lot of people's household that people don't want to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Or they just talk about it within their family.
They don't talk about that shit.
A lot of people do, though.
Shit.
So I mean, maybe whoever you know, but a lot of people talk about it within their own family. Especially if it's like traumatic, and then especially when they call in the cops and they find some crazy shit happen, they got to get somebody arrested. So yeah, so he comes out to the open, or a kid done told my uncle did this to me since I was 9. So yeah, people go through that stuff and they go through it in the family, or somebody get killed because how dare you? So he just, because he's Kanye, he just wanted to make a big boom of it and tell everybody. Now, what did you have to say about that? Well,
I'm on this, man. Kanye really does no wrong in my eye. I ain't never seen Kanye say something or do something that I just felt like, oh, he shouldn't have did that, or he shouldn't have said that. That was too much. I understand him on an artist level. I understand him as a passionate creator and wanting to just be a free individual and to be able to live freely, express freely. That is really what Kanye been pushing, and I love it. He not hurting nobody. Who cares you was disturbed by him admitting what the fuck he admitted? That's his life. Fuck is y'all fucking, man, people be bothered by all the wrong shit. This nigga ain't hurting nobody. He just told something that happened. And these same people that's disturbed probably walking around right now with secrets that they haven't shared with their family, and they gonna take it to the grave. Yeah. And that's just what it is.
That's their choice.
But that doesn't erase that it happened. So what's the difference in
it's not going to erase that it happened?
What's the
difference about it either?
Right. So what's the difference in sharing it and keeping it private? It still happened.
So yeah. So nobody. So that, again, that's a personal choice. You want people that like attention might want to spread it out there because that's how they feel better to just tell the whole world. And then some people might be like, for what? It don't matter that I tell the world. That's not gonna make me feel better about it. So why tell everybody some traumatic shit I went through?
You know why I like it?
So
I like it because it's one step closer to living in a vulnerable, honest world.
right, if
And
that's what you care about.
we live in a very fake, politically correct, safe, scary ass world, and that's why this shit is corrupt. Because everybody's keeping shit private, everybody's protecting themselves, and everybody's going to war with each other. But nobody's being completely vulnerable. When you bare your soul, when you get naked in front of the
I would
world,
never bare
that
my soul to this
that
type of
makes
world.
this world
These
a
people
more
don't matter.
that makes a more trusting world.
Hell no. Actually, that's how
That
you
makes
get people to
because
really
you
come
can't
after you.
when you got secrets, you can manipulate. That's why the act of war is digging up stuff that you could talk about a person. Like, okay, I'm gonna dig up some dirt because nobody's exposing themselves. If everybody exposed themselves, then what would you fight with? How would you expose a person if they exposing everything about themselves?
Right. If you live that life, I guess.
Wouldn't that make a more vulnerable world and a more trusting world? People aren't hiding shit. So that's why I respect it because he said something that could make him or would guarantee that he's judged by people, especially men, because men are homophobic as fuck, especially in the hip hop world,
Right.
and Kanye is all in that. So he said something that he can't erase, and now everybody in his culture is gonna be calling him a gay nigga, and yeah, you put dick in your mouth.
Yeah.
I respect that. He sacrificed himself. Remember we was talking about love, how you got to sacrifice yourself to do that.
Yeah.
Like, why else would you want to say some shit like that? And just from the space of just being a loving, fearful, or fearless person that just wants to express.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
to my people, not strangers. No, I wouldn't care to say all that to strangers. No, I just wouldn't care about that. So
I
that's just
get it.
me. I don't really
I
care
get
to
it.
tell a bunch of people I don't know that don't know me. That's not gonna talk to me about it, about my personal shit. I'll
Yeah, I
talk to
mean,
other people about it. People that are close to me. That's it. That's the way I feel about it. But again, people do what they want to do with their mouths.
yeah.
So you do what you. And that's it.
And he didn't say it to get help from people.
Whatever reason he
You
said
know,
it, he just wanted to because it's not obviously like I said it was the result of it. I don't know,
it's the
but
same
for him it's doing something I guess to do it.
every time an artist exposes something about themselves to whatever audience it is. It could be the world. It could be a room full of people. I can bring up the poetry thing we went to on Tuesdays, and the last one we went to, the girl, the host, she was like calling everybody strippers.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when you get on that stage and you share a part of yourself that you usually don't show, that's the beauty of art and the beauty of expression. And because Kanye is an artist, I look at everything that he does as a creative expression. That's what we do as artists, even if it ain't on a beat, if it ain't a song, because spoken word, you just that ain't no beat behind you. It's just you
Just talking.
talking.
Yeah.
You got a rhythm to it, but it's just you expressing something. It's like a deep emotion. You diving into that darkness. That's the shit people run from. They don't want to go. They don't want the dark to come to the light. Anytime somebody's brave enough to do that, I respect it. So that's my stance on Kanye. Anything else, people just are bothered by shit because they wouldn't do it and they think it was unnecessary. Well, a lot of this shit people say online is unnecessary. At least what Kanye said was real and vulnerable. So I like it. That's a cute dog.
That's that hat. The hat is getting debarked.
Oh, really?
My dog was like that. Oh, he didn't like baseball caps.
Oh. That's all I got for all the hot topics.
Okay. Well, we're about the end of it anyway.
Yeah.
But I guess next time we can talk. We can touch on people that always want to be in relationships.
So you don't want to touch on that right now, and that'd be the last thing? How much time is on there? Check it.
An hour. I think
it's already at an hour?
Yes, it is.
No.
50 minutes.
Okay, we got time. Let's touch on that real quick, and then you can wrap it up. People that always want to be in relationships.
That don't know how to be alone.
Oh God.
Yeah. I've seen a few. It's a few people I see online. I'm gonna let you talk. But I see that all the time, and I think I told you I've had friends that are like that throughout my life, and I've always noticed them just dealing with so much crap just because they want to be alone.
Yep.
And I remember some of my friends would always tell me like, "Yo, I wish I was like you. I wish I could just be done with someone and just be done, or I wish I was okay living alone and not needing anybody to be there with me. I'm like, why? I never got it. I never understood it. It was always weird. And I used to, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sorry for the people I'm saying that to. I mean, I used to think that was weak. I thought that
Mm-hmm.
was a weakness because it is a weakness if you always codependent on a certain feeling that you get from being with someone. Like you cannot just bask in your own presence and your own company.
Yeah,
That's it's
I
kind of
agree.
sad at the same time too.
I agree.
But
I agree
yeah,
with the statement that it's weak. It's showing that you're missing something inside of yourself and you're seeking somebody to fill that void within yourself. And
right.
that's never gonna work
Yeah.
because whatever's missing in you is gonna still be missing.
Yep.
You don't like nobody can fix that but you.
Especially when it's multiple ones. It's one thing if you find your person, y'all together, for however long. But
Hmm.
when it's all the time, it's like, what happened?
Yeah, like
Because
if it's like an organic thing and you
right.
are in a relationship and then you get out of it and you just happen to meet somebody real quick and your heart is open enough to explore it, that happens.
Yeah.
But if you just are the type, because I know people like that too, where they just can't be
Yeah.
single for a long period of
Right.
time.
They
They
seek
start to
it
get,
out.
they really get lonely.
Yep. They be
They
like, and
don't,
literally.
they be like, man, now I get the stance that you want to share your life with somebody
Yes,
because
I
we're
get
not
that
here to be
too.
alone.
Exactly. That I get. I
We
get
are
that.
social creatures.
Yep.
We
Yes.
need closeness.
Yes. That
Like
I
there's
agree.
studies that show, I'm talking about doctors have studied
Yeah.
that loneliness causes disease. It literally is bad for your health.
Yeah. Depression.
Yeah, like
Yeah. For like a lengthy amount of time. Like if you live your life like that, yeah, I think it is.
now I do want to say you don't have to be in a relationship to get connection.
No.
And this is what I hate about this society of people is that everything is focused on this dating shit. Like you gotta be in a relationship in order to get some closeness or some connection.
Well, these people usually want somebody in their bed, you know.
That's facts.
Yeah, that's usually what they want.
They
They want
want
somebody
that.
there every night in
Yeah.
their bed. So
Uh,
that's why they want the relationship. They have their friends and all, but that's not enough. Literally.
yep.
Because those people, like even my friends that I had, we all a group of like we have friends, but they need that partner that's there every night,
They want a
skin to
spoon,
skin.
baby.
Yeah, skin to skin, whatever. But that's that. And then it don't work out. Then they can't. Then they go through some time by themselves, and they got to get somebody else,
Yeah.
and it's constant. And it's like, damn, you just gonna keep
Yeah, it's
doing
bad.
that?
It's too
Yeah,
extreme.
it's a lot. And I always wonder, like, why? Like your friends ain't enough.
Right.
Like you know.
They get
So
tired of touching themselves.
I guess, I guess.
They need somebody else to touch on them, babe.
I guess, but
Which I
I
get it.
just
I mean,
love
you
when
know,
people love themselves. I guess, like I always tell people, like I'm a loner, but I don't mean I cannot be in a relationship.
yeah.
That don't mean that we're not gonna ever live together. That
It's
don't mean I never live with someone. You know what I mean? Like I can still do that. But a lot of people can be by themselves. Like I'm okay. Like I don't stress
yeah,
out.
you
You
should
know?
definitely be okay.
Right.
I'm not saying your life goal should be to just be
Right.
alone
Right.
because I know people like that. It's always about
Right.
balance.
Yes.
It's
Exactly.
too extreme on either side. You can't be the person that just is completely panicking and depressed when you're alone and you
Yes.
got to connect to somebody or
Yep.
you just not happy. That's too extreme.
Yep.
And then I know people that are
Isolate.
so isolated that
Yep.
they be like, I don't want no partner. I don't
Yep.
want no like
No,
stop
nothing.
lying,
Yeah.
bro.
Yep. And
Sis,
I went
stop
through
fucking
phases
lying.
like that. I'm not gonna lie. But
That's
that's usually a
ridiculous.
phase, not like years. Like when I went through celibacy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was
Don't say that
doing.
word again.
Anyway,
I like how you say that shit.
celibacy. I'm not supposed to say it. Leave my accent
I
alone.
like your accent
Ah,
on
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I know people that go way too extreme with that celibacy shit,
I mean,
and they
that's for
be
them,
like,
though. You know.
it's balanced though. Like, god damn, we're here to connect.
Yeah, but sometimes
And
you
people be
need
like,
it. Sometimes you connected enough. It's too much connection,
but
and you
then
need
look,
to
it's people
cleanse
that,
out.
yeah.
You
But the
know.
cleansing, like I said, it's extreme on both. I'm not like
Yeah.
team just be okay with being alone forever, and you just blocking yourself from connecting because that's what happens.
Yep, I
Sometimes
agree.
like you'll get so into your self healing that you
Yeah,
don't even open yourself up to
I
to
did
to
that.
explore somebody.
No, because
You
you don't
just want
want
to
to.
stay in your own bubble. Like
Yes.
I'm not with that either.
Yeah, 'cause you stuck there. Yeah,
But
I've
these
been.
motherfuckers that be thirsty for relationships, they ain't never gonna find a quality partner. because you're going into your connections with a desperate energy.
Yes.
You
It's
can't
like
go
all surface thing, like surface
if
level.
you're desperate to find somebody, then you're never going to give yourself time to organically meet somebody that's for you because you're just going to take what's there. Of course, you're going to
Yes.
have, it's always plenty of options of people you could talk to or entertain, or especially for women.
Yeah.
You always got a thirsty nigga in your inbox wanting to goddamn clap them
Yeah.
cheeks. And all you got to do is say, yeah, come on
Yeah.
over.
There's always a menu.
And
The
guess
menu
what?
is there.
It's going to be a whole lot of this.
And then when that's the thing. If you're not looking deeper into the person you want to be with because you're so eager to be with someone, that's what you're gonna get. It's just that somebody should clap them cheeks every night, to talk to once in a while, to go out and eat something and have a drink, and eventually it's gonna just wear off, and you're gonna be like, it's not enough. I don't really like him like that.
And see, look, it's gonna always keep going back to what I've been saying. People need to make friends.
Yep.
People need to find more value in befriending the opposite sex and not doing it because you want to fuck.
Right.
Just make friends, get to know people, even the people, especially the people you're attracted to, because you don't want to be led by lust. You don't want to be led by your dating checklist. They got to be this tall. They got to be this height. They got to have this body type. They got to be this skin color. They got to have this
Man.
amount of money in their pocket.
Oh Lord,
They
the
got to be
list.
doing this
I
and that.
cannot stand a list.
Making
Okay?
a friend is just making a friend. You get to know a person,
Yes.
and you find out if y'all are like really vibing with
Right
each other.
or not. And
That's where
it.
you start every relationships, no matter what it is. You got to start there, unless it's a business relationship. You don't really got. You just do business.
Right.
But
now you do need to make sure that person is the right fit for that.
yeah, because
Right.
there's definitely business chemistry too. So,
Yes.
but yeah, like people are fucking up because they're not putting everybody in the friend zone. Everybody need to be in the friend zone first.
Yeah.
Period. You can't
people
put
don't do
people in
that.
no dating zone. You don't even know the motherfucker. You ain't even connecting with them on a pure level,
Right.
but you want a pure connection.
As soon as you see them, it's I don't want to date. I don't want to date.
Right.
Why?
You're ruled out. You never know. If you start talking to that person and getting to know them, you might grow to like them more. You might really
Look at us.
you might really you might
Look at that.
I looking at you and talking to you like this when I first
No,
was
no.
I giving you that 3-point stare?
No. And that's what I like the most.
When I seen you, was I lusting? Was I lusting after them cheeks?
No.
Was I wanting to get in close quarters with you and put my arms around?
Funny.
Was I whispering sweet nothings in your ear? Was I sliding in the inbox trying to goddamn Netflix and chill with you? Was I trying to set up a date with you? Was I saying, "Ooh, baby, I want you to be ooh, look at you, baby. Oh, baby, look at you. Oh, why you do this? Oh, I will take care of you, baby. Oh, you look so good. You look like my Nubian queen."
Shut up.
Y'all niggas be lame. I ain't gonna lie, hold up. I feel sorry for women. I'm gonna say this, and I've felt sorry for women for a majority of my life. Even when I was a young dude, teenager, I used to look at the behaviors of men, and I used to always be disgusted. And it was actually a time where I was like, you know what? I was ashamed to be part of the man race. I was ashamed to be associated with these other men because I'm looking at how women are treated by men. I'm looking at how men approach women, and the shit be so fucking lame.
A piece of meat.
It be lame. It be lustful. There's no depth to it.
Yep.
And I understand when women get to a point where they just be like, damn, man, these niggas ain't shit. Like, what are the options out here? Y'all niggas, because every time they get approached, it's on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Through it. You got to figure out who's genuine, who's not. Like, it's just a lie. Or you just get attacked so much. Or you get attacked when you get to know someone, maybe became intimate with them or not. And then, along the way, you want to keep the friendship. Because most women, we usually want friends, right? Most.
Ooh, say that again, because say it now.
Like,
y'all women want what?
We want a friend. We usually want a friend like that's cool because we saw you, especially for the women that's used to always being like chased or like a man always trying to talk to you and trying to get you. We want a friend. Can I just get a cool homeboy? Because dudes to me are so funny. Like, I love the company of a man, of guys, like just guys. Hanging out with dudes is so funny and cool to me because you guys sometimes don't do the same thing as women. Like you got,
Mm-hmm.
you kind of looser. You don't really like. There's no hate going on. It's just like straight up chill vibes.
Yeah.
So I love that, and I love it when I'm not looked at as a piece of meat. You
Mm-hmm.
don't want me,
Yeah.
but a lot of men cannot do that. And if it's already been given to them, then it's even harder to maintain a friendship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because as much as they'll probably want to stay in your life and say, "Yeah, I'm just your friend," eh,
And that's the thing you gotta always think
no,
about is that people have this natural desire for sex.
yeah,
This is what this conversation we've been talking sex, and this is the thing that guides a lot of people's moves is the desire to mate,
yeah.
the desire to have sex with
Yep.
another human,
They
which
look
is
at that
completely
skin. They
normal.
want, yeah, they want the
So let's
skin.
say you see somebody you're attracted to, right?
Yeah,
And from the jump, you know you would have sex with them.
yeah,
You can't deny that you think that.
yeah.
So even if you're trying to develop a friendship with the person, that is going to be on your mind. You're attracted to the person.
Right.
So then,
Self-discipline.
yeah, exactly. That's
That's
when we get into sexual discipline.
Yes.
Because it's okay to have the thought.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna have thoughts,
You ain't got to do it.
but you don't gotta act on it. You don't have to make that your guiding force.
Yeah.
Because you might be sexually attracted to a person, but if you get to know them, you might not like them
And
at
you
all.
can change your mind.
Exactly. So then that's how you should move as a man. If you're really a respectable man, and you're really this uh honorable dude that
Yeah.
that women should respect. If you're really that type of guy, then you should be connecting from that space.
Yeah.
Don't lead with your dick.
Right.
Okay, she looked good. Get to know her. And if you get to know her and she's not on the level you need her to be mentally and spiritually, and just the connection is not vibing the way it needs to, then that sexual desire should completely go. But it don't for a lot of these dudes. It be just sex for them.
Yeah.
And then that's
All the
when you get
time.
these women, they gotta pick from what's around. So then these women settle for these ain't shit niggas, and then they having sex with these dudes, and then
Yeah, they
now
regret it and
the
all.
men are responsible for turning these women into these savages. So now you got a bunch of women that's acting like men.
Yeah.
They not giving a fuck. Oh, this how y'all moving?
I'm moving
Well,
like
fuck
that
it. I'ma
too.
move like y'all
Been
too
there
then.
too. Exactly. Yep. Because it's like, why not? If you
Mm-hmm.
do it, I can do it too. You're not gonna tell me nothing. So yeah, it is definitely something.
It's fucked up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it is.
the people that want to be in relationships all the time,
Yeah, it's like
it's
a what you call it, like a serial dater,
yeah, you're like a serial
serial
relationshipper.
relationshipper, right? Like it's like fun. Like you just love that.
I just
It's
need it.
so exciting.
Life is just not life without it.
It's like, what? For how long though? How long are you gonna do that?
Like,
Because then to me, it's at some point you're gonna be because if you're a serial relationship, it means none of these relationships worked, right? You kept doing it over and over and over. When do you stop? And then when it becomes a time when you stop, if you're older or whatever it is, you're just gonna settle because you're gonna be like, I ain't got time to keep dating people all the time. Now I just want somebody to stay here, stay put, and I got somebody. So now you're making the right choice, or you just like settling with whatever you can get right now because I'm tired now of doing this over and over and over again. I'm just gonna settle with this person.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for it.
Yeah.
You know? So that's the way I see it. That's why I was like, please don't. Like, take time for yourself.
I just want people to learn that dating is overrated. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
And
the way they go about
words
it.
matter because words dictate your mentality going into it. If I'm going into a connection saying I want to date and I want to find somebody to get in my bed, then that interaction is gonna not be pure. Because in my mind, I'm trying to find a partner. I'm trying to find somebody I can be close with.
Right.
Now, if you go into every connection just with a pure mind and a pure heart, just wanting to get to know a person and make a friend, your chances of meeting somebody that's ideal for you is way higher.
Right.
So it ain't nothing wrong with actively wanting to connect. That's normal.
Right.
Like the way I actively connected, I got my community shit together. I was throwing community events. That was me connecting. That's the social energy that people need in their life.
Right.
And through that social interaction with people, I was able to get to know people on a closer level. And I didn't call that dating.
Right.
That's just me getting to know people.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Connecting with a woman. And if me and this woman are kind of vibing, we get to know each other a little more.
I mean, we did. We connected.
That's not dating. That's just connecting.
Connecting and went on outings together as friends.
Yes.
And that's it.
Getting to know a person.
That's all.
Not going into it with the expectations of what this person need to be for you. Just get to know a person.
Exactly.
And the more you get to know them, you'll see if you like them, and
Right.
then you'll see if they like you, and that's how it blossoms.
Yeah.
So instead of men sliding into a woman's inbox on this weird shit, stop doing it. Just get to know women. Talk to
Exactly.
them like a normal person, and
Can't help it.
maybe your chances will go up.
And they need to really know that. Like women appreciate that.
Yeah,
Some, I don't know, some women do like to be chased. They think it's so cool.
yeah, it
But
strokes their ego,
yes, they love
but deep
that.
down they don't want that shit
Right. But
because it
if
ain't
you
leading
can,
nowhere.
right, if you're a man that don't do that, but they actually like you too, like they want you, and you like, nah, you come in as a friend, you're not flirting with them. Like you might compliment, oh, you sure look nice today, but you so like, nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
The nonchalantness from a man, especially when you used to get attention, is the best thing.
Because that's what you
Because
got from
you're
me.
expecting that. Yeah, you're expecting something to happen.
Yeah.
Like, okay, any day now,
Yep.
he gonna say something.
And then come on, man.
But when you don't, like that turned me on. I wasn't expecting, but in the back of your mind, because you're so used to it, it's like like a thing that always happened. You like
And you know,
maybe, but
and you know what?
yeah,
Let's go back to what we were talking about with inexperienced young people and older people.
yeah,
Okay, I can see if a younger man is into like
yeah.
coming at a girl, spitting the
Oh,
pickup
it's so
line,
great.
and
You love it.
because it's new.
Yes,
You
because
want
I
to
felt like
you
that
want
as
to
a younger,
explore like this
especially when he's older. It's
this
like, come on,
intimate shit and
I'm
this
grown.
fucking
Yeah, it's exciting. So that's how they get you too. Because when I was young and a grown man would talk to me,
uh-huh.
that was like,
Yeah, but
oh,
wait, I'm not even talking about the
oh,
older guys. I
oh, right.
mean when a guy is younger
Oh, younger.
and you
Okay.
you like are growing into this this level where you want to learn how to talk to
Oh,
girls.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
That's
this
exciting.
stage where you start to learn how to like hit on a girl, how to
Yeah,
flirt with a girl,
yeah.
how to get her interest, and how to
Getting her
like,
kiki and
and then how to
giggle and
get
shit.
close to her, how to be
Yes.
intimate. You get your first kiss and shit.
Yeah.
So okay, I get it. If young people are moving like that, great. But
Yeah.
it's too many grown niggas that never grow out of this shit.
No.
Their whole life
Sports.
is the same approach, this
Yep.
same creep ass approach where you trying to hit on a girl and you trying to spit a pickup line. Nigga, stop.
It's like a sport to them. They can't stop.
When does the sport get boring?
When they get
when do
old
you
and
grow
lonely,
up?
when they're lonely,
When
and
do you
then that's when they want to settle. Like the people that don't want to be lonely. That's when they're tired. When they're tired of doing it, whenever it happens for them, or when they start looking a certain way that they don't get the attention no more.
and this is a reality check. This is, and then we can wrap it up here.
Yeah.
The reality is these people, a lot of these women want to get into relationships real quick. The reality is they don't have a lot of great options to choose from.
Man, sad.
They don't have a lot of great options to choose
They don't.
from, and they're not a great option either. And that's the fact. It's a lot of ain't
It goes
shit.
both ways.
It's a lot
Yeah.
of fucked up women and a lot of fucked up men that are looking for partners, and they're not even ideal partners themselves. So the fact is, a lot of these people are never going to find the connection they want because they are not the person that they want to find.
And they're not going about it the right way.
Exactly, because they don't have the right mentality. So that's the reality. We're going to see a bunch of this fucking whining and complaining and people not finding the person they want because they're not the person they need to be.
This is when I say if people need time for themselves.
Exactly.
Like when you don't connect, especially if you keep going through, like I've went through shit like that. We all been through like stupid, choices we made. But you got to take time and assess yourself. Like that pointing, oh, well, he did this to me and he did this to me and he did this to me or whatever, or trying to take the higher road. Like, well, I was great and he was great. Okay, so what happened?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like self-assess. What are you doing? Like, why has it been like years of this going on?
Yeah.
I'm getting too tired. Like nobody want to keep doing that unless you having fun and you think that's just fun to do that. Like that's life, I guess. But at some point you're gonna be tired.
That shit gotta get old, man.
It got to. I mean, I would think it would get old. So this is why you need time by yourself. Because what time do you have to like think about what you're doing if you don't be by yourself? Like if it's always the words of other people in your head and you're not really sitting there with your own thoughts and trying to figure out what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, I think that's what people need to do, especially if you're not getting the result that you want over and over and over and over.
They stubborn.
Yeah, that too.
They're fucked. They're doomed. They're never gonna find what they're looking for because they're ass and a whole lot of trash.
And that's that.
And that's that. Get your shit together.
For real.
Get your shit together.
That was great, man.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.